I can get it gone in the blink. We can make a
Can you hear me, bro? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yo. Reggie. Yo. Yo, Reggie.
Now from the host city of so many Pro Bowls, we're on the island of Oahu in the capital city of Honolulu, Hawaii. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Tigers of Memphis taking on the Bisons of Honolulu. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's A-Chain to begin the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. When you look at this defense, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
The best defenses I know, they draw lines in the sand and say you're not going to cross that. For most of them, it's 100 yards of total offense. They didn't quite accomplish that, but still a pretty darn good game last week. Just over 100 yards of total offense given up.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Richardson escaping the pressure right. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Richardson on 3rd and short. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 33 yards that time.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
A-Chain on 1st and 10. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 4. Here's a toss left for A-Chain. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and 1, Richardson to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Anthony Richardson, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Tigers are on the board first here this afternoon. Solid finish to the opening drive. And look, when you get down around the goal line, you have to account for his legs. We saw it right there.
Yeah, that's the added dimension to the offense, isn't it? Remember what the offensive line coach told us earlier this week? I told my guys, he's going to run it. We have to make sure he stays protected and give him an opportunity.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Throwing now is Allen. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. But you look at this defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game.
Did.
Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. Now a pass hauled in downfield. They'll gain the 28 yards there and give him the first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
6-0 our score after one. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Here's Allen. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On second down, here's Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
A catch and a first down from Stephon Diggs, one of the league's most consistently excellent receivers. Third straight season with over 100 catches and a near-career best of 11 touchdowns as well.
And they'll run with Etienne. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Travis Etienne, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bisons have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Achane gets it from the gun. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. Richardson now on 2nd down. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
It certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Allen. Short throw caught by Pitts. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That coach is always hard on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now Allen. Flushed out right. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with ETN. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Stop behind the line made by the safety that time, Lewis Seed.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now Allen off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And it'll be intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And a great return as they're finally able to to take him down. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards that time for number 14. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that's going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And touchdown! Stephon Diggs. 31 yards. And the Bisons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd and long for Richardson. Flush to his right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
A final shot before the half. Richardson eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you to Orlando
both
to
these
check
teams
in
get
with
a chance
Jonathan
to dry
Coachman at
out.
our
Maybe
EA
change their
Sports
cleats if need
halftime
be.
report.
But
Coach?
halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And Diggs has it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Here's Allen to throw it. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
To throw, it's Allen. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Wanted a little extra space. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen off the play fake. Steps away. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a touchdown. DK Metcalf, 45 yards. And the Bisons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game. Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out. From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. Second down, here's Richardson. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Or you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears. There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game. And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So after the INT, it's Allen. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty. Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. That's Samuel, caught left side. So nothing doing there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. Here's Sam Martin now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this returnable for Hill. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 43-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now. And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward. So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 8. Richardson looking to throw this. Open man is Waddle, complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight one. It's caught at the 10. It's a gain of 34.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. They'll pitch it out to Achane. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. So a little extra time to ponder this third and goal as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Richardson now on third and goal. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
It's caught. Touchdown. David Njoku. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Tigers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to keep it on the ground.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they'll go again with Etienne. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, Whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Alert!
On first and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A handoff running left is Etienne. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
70 Ranger.
Play action. Now Richardson. Dancing to his left. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 72 yards now for ETN, and he's got a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Allen running right on the option. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
A give, it's ETN off the option. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now Hill to return it. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
19 Lions. 19 Titans. 19 Titans.
Now Richardson. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end. But this one falls incomplete.
Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Richardson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jair Alexander, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the home team here, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for Memphis, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1.